And yes, we have found gold nuggets, and we got it on videotape being unearthed. Here is the story. We're all packed up and we're off from Queensland to the Victorian Goldfields Golden Triangle. We arrived at Tullamarine Airport, Melbourne, and through to the customs checkout to pick up the car hire. But Darren gets pulled aside and searched thoroughly by the customs security. Then it's off to Denali, where we will be staying in a very nice country house in the beautiful Australian outback. Then drama strikes. Apparently the special old battery pack for our gold detector is missing.
I'm going nuts. How'd you get that on tape, did you? Hey?
This is a bad start and reminds us of our last trip here when all we found was a load of rubbish and endless frustration for the entire weekend. And there is nothing worse than trying to dig up a target that's underneath an ant's nest, particularly bull ants. But first we'll have to get some sleep, as the accommodation and plane tickets were very expensive. So we may as well take advantage of the time we have and not disappoint the relatives, as this is the first time for them on the Goldfields. Meet Francis, all around nice guy and very good with a pickaxe as well. What have you got?
Look what we just dug out, mate. Bit of steel. Look like a nugget. Jesus Christ.
It came to the point where we just felt like packing up and going home. But instead we thought we would take a 3-hour drive back to the airport for the detector battery and give gold prospecting another shot in the morning. With some nice fresh eggs from the resident chickens for breakfast, we checked the maps and we're back off to the Goldfields. The homemade detector was brilliant for finding mineralized spots and pinpointing, which was totally unexpected and proved to be very useful because the gold detector didn't respond to ground changes, and we never knew if we were detecting in the right ground or not with that detector. Alright, we've got a signal with the new detector. Let's just dig it up and see what it is.
Well, you can see it's sitting on the top. We've already started to dig it out, but it's extraordinarily mineralized around here, and even the GP3000 is wavering really intensely. We've had to turn this thing almost to basically off the sensitivity to get it to work, this old riverbed. It does work, very happy with it. It's not as powerful as a GP3000, and there is a learning curve with it, but it will work. It does work. It found a nugget before, but riverbeds in certain areas that are highly mineralized, it really does struggle. But there's a clear difference between it wavering and popping off to where there is actually a signal. There is a clear difference.
This is actually a very good sign, and that the area contains gold because iron is heavy and spreads along with the gold drifts. But the area looks like other prospectors have visited before us. The patch we finally settled on was so mineralized that if you threw a magnet on the ground, it would soon be covered in a layer of iron particles. The area also had the strangest geology. Take a little look at this video. Then, totally out of the blue, Darren finds the first gold nugget.
Come have a look. This was a very faint signal. I had it on shallow on the 3000. That's him there, it's a little baby. I don't know how many grams it is, and I'm very stoked. I've only been out here for about half an hour, and it was found down here. That rock there, that is like clay rock. It's not dirt. There's so much dirt I had to dig through to get to that.
You little beauty.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's not a large nugget, but we have just discovered a patch of gold producing ground in Malayagal, Victoria. This is the potato diggings, or very close to it. This is the place where the welcome stranger nugget was found, the largest gold nugget ever found in the world, at 2,380 ounces of gold altogether. There has got to be more around, and a large one is definitely on the cards. But what do I do? Put down the camera and pick up a gold detector and search for the outcrop? Or get on a camera and record the actual unearthing of a native gold nugget.
We got another one, guys.
Time is now of the essence, and if we're going to find a larger nugget, we really need to get cracking.
Yeah, listen. Oh. Can you hear that, or is it one speaker?
Yeah, you can hear it.
It's in a, oh, there you go. There it is.
Oh,
that wasn't very deep.
Just look.
See, the cheap detector can do it, but that was pushing it to the max. That was, I don't even know how big that is yet.
Look at the colour of that.
No, but that was legitimately pushing this detector, I'm not going to lie.
Oh my God.
That's 7 inches, maybe, max, on whatever size nugget that is, and that was a push.
Now break it open and have a look.
I want to break it. I'm going to
Break it, wants to break it.
Don't lose it.
Careful, mate.
Ooh, feels big.
Yeah, I'm excited myself. That's nugget number 3.
The most excited in the group was a young fella, Jacob. He just loved to be in the video. And the video's motto is, in life's mould of dirt comes a glitter of pure gold. And to me, that is true of life itself. Or maybe it's best described with the old saying that every cloud has a silver lining.
What grammage have we got there? Looks like about a 6er.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only a bobby. Put it in your hand, put it in your flat hand. There you go. Probably about a 4 grammer, 6 inches, 7 inches. 3 grammer maybe? Yeah, 3 grammer. That's nugget number 3. 3 to Darren, 0 to everyone else.
Hang on a minute.
Hey, don't you mean cheap?
I'm going to really heavily work around here.
There was plenty of old timers diggings around, but the gold was actually quite well spread out.
The old timers certainly knew what they were doing. They just kept on digging holes when they got the right sort of material. They could tell by the quartz and what kind of stuff they were digging out. There's one of the holes there. They just kept digging until the quartz and whatever they were looking for ran out. Then they would try somewhere else, over there, for example.
However, not all the targets turned out to be gold. Some of them just turned out to be pieces of rubbish and a waste of time.
Oh, my fingers crossed. Haven't found gold at this spot yet. Let's smash it open on the coil. Break it apart in the coil.
Oh my God.
On the coil, Jacob, so you don't
Oh my God.
Oh no!
It's a bullet.
Right next to that tree was where the first one was found. You can still see the hole. We're about to fill it up. We left it here so we knew it was reference for tomorrow. Just there was another nugget found. Now, over there, not far from Andrew, over there, we won't record him for too long. That's where the biggest one was found. It was particularly round, so it's travelled fairly far. Over there, halfway to the cars, there's a shard, a really small, probably 1/2 gram, 1 gram shard found. And just there, there's also another small one that was fairly rounded. So, but around here, majority of the 2.5, 3 grammers have been finding, and they're really rough. They're really rough. And you've got something there, and I could just about put money on it. It's a nugget because there's no junkie. It's a good spot. So we are standing pretty close to on top of where they're coming out of. Did you hear that? We are basically standing on top of it. We are basically standing on top of it.
Digging with the Mine Lab 5000 5 minutes ago. Found a little nugget. Was going to leave it. It sounded like rubbish. Unbelievable.
Just open your hand up and give us a look at it. Okay, hang on. Oops, out of focus.
And there are more nuggets to come.
I'm seeing yellow. Jeez, it's not big, is it?
It's not big at all, but
Give us a look.
Put it in your palm of your hand.
Put it in the palm of my hand. Alright.
right there.
Nice find. Beauty.
Big dig. Okay, what's happened is the 3000 struck it rich again. Well, not rich, but found another nugget on top, over the top of both the 5000s. I suppose it's just lucky. We didn't know what we had here. It was a. I'll have a close look for yourselves. It was putting off a large signal. We don't know how big it is yet. The only reason the 3000 isn't out here at the moment is because it started to rain and I ran it back to the car because it doesn't have a cover. It's found all the way down the bottom, around here somewhere. So if one of you guys want to do the honours of cracking it open on camera, here you go Jacob. Crack it open on camera. Don't drop it. Put it underneath the camera. Yeah, so everyone can see on the TV, on the show.
Pull it down.
And put it in your hand after you've done it. And that was putting off a loud deep signal. Actually, I thought that would have been a couple of ouncer, but it wasn't. Unless there's still more down there, which should be at the check.
Check.
And I suspect there might be. Alright,
It was a big
put it in your
signal.
hand, put it in your hand. Put it under the camera. Look. That's actually got some weight to that.
Yeah.
It looks like you've only just scratched it, just with a pick. You haven't dinged it.
We actually only covered the tiniest fraction of the area which was producing gold when the heavens opened up and ended our search and video recording. Victoria's weather is very much like 4 seasons in one day, and it can get pretty cold too. If you are interested in the hobby and looking for a bit of a challenge, why not build your own metal detector? Just Google how to build the Goldfinder XTR Metal Detector Part 1. Then look at Part 2. In the next video we will be diving for lost jewellery on a Great Barrier Reef. You will be surprised how many tourists lose jewellery off the pontoons while snorkeling.